Welcome everybody. Wow. All right. Afternoon. Is it what's the weather like there?
Haley says it's afternoon
Yeah,
for the
but
right
what
coasties.
is it sunny? Is it cold? Here it's a little bit overcast. It was very foggy this morning. Yeah. It's
Oh, wow.
brown.
That
Cold.
Bay Area weather is so unpredictable. Like
It
block
is.
to block, it could be different.
Oh, in San Francisco, when I lived there, it was wild. Like I mean, you know, right?
Yeah.
The little microsystems there. You would be like in the Mission, it'd be sunny, and then you would go over to the Potrero, and it's like like right there.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's funny.
I worked in Potrero Hill for a while, and then I would take the Judah line, back over to Noe Valley to go visit friends and things like that. And I'd get there and I'd be like, it was just like storm clouds where I was, and
Yeah,
then right over there was nice and sunny.
yeah. It was so wild. So you when they say wear layers, no joke.
For sure. I mean, I think that's the town that the puffy jacket was invented for.
Probably.
Yeah. Hey, Garrett's here.
Hi,
We got lots of cool
Nick,
folks.
Fitzgerald. What?
Ian's here.
Ed?
Rue.
All right. Great. Now that we've got you all here,
This
wanted
is
to
an intervention, not for us, but for you.
for all of you. Jay and I thought that it would be good to have an intervention for every single one of you.
That's right. Thank you all for coming. Okay, Nick says he's cooking dinner, but
Well,
I think
gotta
that
cook
means
it
something different where he lives.
up.
Well, thanks everybody for showing up. This is a pretty auspicious day for Sean here. We're here to talk about his brand new novella.
Um,
Sean,
yeah, like, big day for me, but also big day for you, Jay, because Tiny World's publishing. Everybody, like, I feel like this is the thing. The book is just like it's there, it's a thing, but like
it's not.
yeah, exactly. IP, exactly.
That's right. Oh, and Ben says he's taking time off. He's playing hooky from work. Middle of the day, middle of the afternoon for him, right? Oh no, a little after lunch.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm playing hooky right now too, and I know I have at least one subscriber at my work, so hopefully they don't snitch. But
why would they? Why would they? I think the other day when you and I were chatting, you had to rush off to do a one-on-one with your boss.
yeah, yeah, I know. I don't think she subscribes. I should probably know that. I should
Yeah,
probably know that. Yeah, exactly. Snitches get stitches.
that's right. Screw
Now,
them.
now I'm gonna get now because I said that. Now HR is involved. It's like,
This is an out-of-work activity.
except for I'm on the clock, but I do all my best
Yeah,
work on the clock.
for sure.
Or I like to. This is how can say I'm a professional author. Is my work pays me while I do. I'm digging the grave here.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe we ought to divert somewhere
so
else.
yeah. So yeah, but all right, get back on track here. Novella, Cherry Kills. Really excited to. I've been. This has been finished for a long time, so um, getting this out and being able to share it. Jay had to like tell me so many times, you can't share, you can't tell anybody yet. Uh,
Yeah,
so now I'm excited that I actually get to. The book is so beautiful and amazing, and it,
it is. I'm gonna get mine too.
okay, you know,
It's like a real thing.
size. When we were trying to figure out the size, I went to my bookshelf and I was like, "Oh, this is such a good book." And then Jay happened to just almost at the exact same time say, "What if we made it even smaller than a regular novella, even just a little bit more petite?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's so crazy because I'm actually holding the size that I want right now, and it's the exact size that you said." So, yeah, I was holding a Balzac novel that's really,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh wow, that's exactly what I want." So very excited. The artwork is amazing, obviously. Butcher Billy, if you're not familiar, you should go check him out. He does a lot
So
of
good.
like a lot of Stranger Things stuff, a lot of pop culture, a lot of he is if you watch Black Mirror, he's actually his comic book that he drew for the show is on the show on that on the one episode with the comic and the space and the doodads and it's multi-parter. It's
Yeah.
it's
His artwork's great. Let's talk about the team first since you already started there.
do it.
Because I think that's a really important like sort of core working group that got you down the path. So
Oh.
you hadn't even finished the book yet when you started talking to Butcher Billy about artwork.
Well, so I don't know about anybody else, but if you've already done a novel or a novella, fucking great job. Like that shit is difficult. And the first one, like I have a feeling the second one, I'm already like pretty far along in my next one, but the first one was it was really hard because you have that mental block of like, can I even do this? Like
Yeah.
I write mostly flash fiction. Like am I
Mhm.
gonna be able to write, this many words? Do I know that many words? I only know like 50 words. So
I think that's pretty much all you need to know. You just keep rearranging them.
yeah, I think so. That's what I believe. Maybe not totally, but anyways, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, I had these characters, and I had some chapters, and I was like, oh, I really want. I had them in my head, but I wanted to see them, and I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to get an artist to do this, and I had an idea of like what I wanted them to look like, what the cover I wanted it to look like, and so I hit up Butcher Billy and I was like, I know this is fucking crazy because I'm not even halfway through this book. But at that point, I'd already been working with Sally S.E. Reed on the novella outline. It's actually going to be a serial first on Substack. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, fun fact. But as I started to do it, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, why not? I don't know. Why not just make a book? Like I'm already I already see that there's a light at the end of the path there, so I might as well just like, you know, make it happen.
yeah.
Not to say that that couldn't be a serial later, but yeah, I was like, let's
But anybody who's already read an advanced copy or will read when the book comes out on the 13th, like it's obvious that it's sort of episodic in a way where you sort of have these like in TV where they have the go to commercial moments,
yeah,
right? Where you kind of get this like big build up and then there's an end and you're like, okay, that could have been an episode.
yeah. So the way this is written is like, and I think it'll be good for some people and it'll bother some people. Is that in my head, I was writing more of like a series. I wanted it to feel like the inspiration for this is something like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like I wanted it to feel that way. And it even feels a little young because of that. Um, which I think I had to come to terms with a little bit, because I didn't really know that until I shared that with some early readers. And then I was like, oh, okay, it's a little bit of a younger book. It's not my typical, you know, super dark stuff. It's still could be classified as horror, but it's not the type of horror that I typically write.
Yep,
It's definitely a little bit of that. It's got that pop culture. It's you know,
definitely does.
yeah, it's a little corny in some parts, but on purpose. I
But
don't know.
not on the nose. It's not like the old joke about the like the hat on a hat. You're not like stacking pop culture references. Like
Yeah,
if you read the Armada or Ready Player One, where it's just like it's literally
yeah,
just you can't get through it in some ways
yeah.
unless you know all the references.
Exactly. And so in some ways, I feel like maybe I was even too light on it because I didn't want it to be a 90s. This is set in the 90s, but I didn't want it to be like a 90s like
Yeah,
nostalgia book. It's like this is in the 90s that I lived in,
yeah.
you know. And that's where I wanted it to be
Well,
set.
and it only has one Snapple reference.
it's got Snapple in there. That's about it. That's what makes it 90s. It's like
That's how you know.
that's how and even though they're still around, right? Like
Oh, I don't know. Are they?
I actually have no idea. I think.
I haven't checked in with my grandparents lately.
Oh, damn. I don't know. I don't know why that was a thing, but like we are the grandparents. What are you talking about? I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
I know. Tell me about it. Okay, wait. So, but you talk about it, it's skewing a bit younger, but like the themes in the book they're not like little kid themes, and they're like tween is I think still a little bit too young. So it does like lean a little bit older than I think what a lot of people think of as sort of that young book or not even young adult.
Yeah, see, I don't know. It's hard because I don't read young adult, um, typically. But I guess, some of the things that I enjoy could be considered that. Um, I don't know. It's like, uh, I kind of feel like if it's fun and if it's exciting and, the a lot of the story itself, even though it's a little wild and fantastic, there's like a base in reality there for me. Cherry, her dad, dies young. My dad died young, and I had to work through grief in the '90s, in the late '90s.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't have a huge support system. I didn't have any money. So it was like I did pull a lot of that from my own experience. Um, Obviously, there was no, giant, you know,
Squid.
kids that come and try to eat me or anything like that. I don't.
I mean, what talk about themes for a second. I have a whole list of questions for you, just in case in case we need them. But one of the things that I was wondering is, so like we talk about guilt, right? We talk about sort of Cherry's like sort of quest for control and where her alternates, her imaginary friends, who may or may not be so imaginary sometimes, like what like if you could pinpoint it, what kind of question were you really circling with some of those topics altogether? Stuff that things that you had in going through a death in your family of somebody so close to you, like
Yeah, I mean, I think it all comes down to, and I think one of our Goodreads reviewers said this. It all comes down to how you're processing grief, how you're processing trauma. What do you do with it? I think a lot of people here probably have had this experience and had to work through grief. Had parents that died young, or siblings, or friends. I mean, everybody's dealt with something like this, and it's like, what do you do with that? What do you do with the death of your country? Like what do you do? What
right,
do you
right.
do with grief? Like how do you process it? What does it make you a better person? Does it make you cynical? Does it make you both?
Yeah. Cherry seems to be a bit both.
Yeah,
She's
I mean, I think
like
I should hope so.
highly empathetic character, but also like on that like outer like rough exterior, pretty cynical.
Yeah, trying to that is the a coping mechanism, right? When we're on when we're wherever, so on Substack or out in life, and we're being very cruel to people, or like seemingly cold. Um, what are we doing? We're trying to cover something. Um,
Hmm.
so I think that's what I wanted to get at, was like, I also like in this book, and something I didn't really think about until recently, is that she thinks that she is actually working through the grief. Um, but she doesn't. She's not, and for a long time. And I think that's an important part of the book too, is like understanding how to work through grief and knowing how to work through grief. And sometimes we think that we're doing it because we're making art, so we're working through the grief. Sometimes if you're just regurgitating the same thing over and over again, you're not really working through the grief. You're kind of you're you know
You're hiding from something, right?
it's becoming you. It's you're letting it control who you are,
Yep.
uh, in what you do. So there's all sorts of stuff there.
Yeah. And we've been talking about sort of the undercurrent and some of the themes underneath, but there's like it's in this fantastic sort of heightened version of the 90s, right? And like fantastical things happen in it and to her and around her. So like for those who just tuned in, like this is not a dirge of a book. It's actually so much fun all the way through because of all the things that happen. But you have to have this thread. You have to have a character that you believe in who goes on this journey throughout the whole thing. Otherwise, it doesn't work. It doesn't like come together. There's no
Yeah,
catharsis at all.
yeah. I mean, the a lot of the situations I put her in is just more of like to expose like the story of her and what she's going through and um the characters around her, which I want to talk so much about, but I also don't want to like spoil a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But when you talk about like the 90s and like this how it's fantastical, I think for a lot of us who lived in it, it kind of is a little bit. Like it kind of is that version in some way. If especially if you went out to the clubs and stuff like that and went to go see
Uh-huh.
punk shows and went to go see like, indie shows, um there is uh there is that like that feeling of like, oh, what anything can kind of happen. And you see a mural of a giant squid and a whale and you think like, oh shit, man, under the right circumstances, that thing could definitely come off the wall and attack me right now. Um, and all of the and the club there, the Gut Punch, which is actually featured in another one of my stories, called the Gut Punch, I believe. Uh, and it happens on the same night as that short story. So if you want to read that short story, the Gut Punch, it's kind of a fun little introduction to that club and that world. But that is based off of like real. It's based off of three different places in San Francisco. The outside is based off of the Knockout, which is a little
Uh-huh.
bar in the Mission. The part of the interior is based off of Bottom of the Hill.
Yes.
It's like
Nolan Green is on this live stream, and he used to play at Bottom of the Hill when
my favorite. It was
the
like
Grassy Knoll was together.
yeah, I think it's on its last year. They're doing a documentary about it, but that was the first club I ever went to in San Francisco. I saw the Jesus Lizard and Seaweed
Oh
play.
my God.
That was
Oh my
amazing.
God.
But that place, I got to play there finally. It was much later. I got to play there, and it's just like one of my absolute favorite places. And the people there were very nice. And although again, like had that Cherry Kills kind of vibe of being like cynical, but you know that they're a big softy.
Yeah.
Uh, and then the other club, the other place was the Deep Parkside, which if you worked for
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say
Potrero,
that.
if you worked in Potrero,
I
James,
know.
then you'll know that place. They had the best tots, a
That
reference in the
that's
book.
basically only thing that they served. But
Yeah,
you know what I have to tell you, we haven't talked about this at all. But the Parkside, when you describe the bouncer outside of the place and then walking into the bar and talking to the bartender, like that's what I imagined was the Parkside.
yeah. And, you know what? It's funny. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's all kind of like mixed together, but definitely the Parkside. The Parkside was an amazing place. I got to play there a couple times, and um, like the bathroom there is like that's the Gut Punch bathroom. Like it's
Oh,
kind of
so bad.
nasty.
It's so bad.
Um, Definitely you go in there, and there's going to be some sort of toilet monster that comes out of the porcelain there. So just sorry for that. That's
And that bathroom is about this wide.
exactly. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, guys. Um, but yeah, so the Parkside there. So all of that is like based, in my mind, on reality. Like, and so I was able to visualize that pretty well. What was going on?
Yeah. So we talked about Butcher Billy. We talked about Sally briefly. Sally Reed. You had sort of a third partner in putting all this together. You want to talk about Shane?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you. I'm like, oh yeah,
No.
I just
Let's talk about
yeah,
those guys.
no, Shane. I mean, okay, so you have a great cover, and you're like, oh, okay, this is if it's just the cover, you're good. Like when Butcher Billy gave me that, and it was in black and white first, and I got to like color it and then send it back to him, like, oh yeah, these are the colors I want to use.
He
Uh,
set you a coloring book page?
it's like a coloring book page, and it works so good. I always feel like they should include that in like this
Oh
special
yeah.
edition. Like, just it's so fun. Like you could have your kids color. I did that. I said, "You guys want to color?" And I printed out some copies for my kids. Anyways, um, but Shane Bisdock brought it all together, and the interior of this and the back and everything is just so amazing. He did some really fun stuff here. That
So
oh, I'm here to my phone.
we both
Like
went to
that.
the
I love
same.
that page so much. But it's all over the place. We have the Butcher Billy's art is in there, but then Shane just added some really beautiful text, and like, yeah, look at that. Kill your television. Can't get more 90s than that.
Yeah. And so, by the way, if anybody who's listening, if you decide to pick up the ebook version, we tried to replicate all of these pieces of artwork throughout the ebook. So you get the whole experience as we go through it.
Yeah.
Michelle Bardsley. Who do I have to kill to get this book?
Oh yeah. No, Michelle, come on. You're
No
gonna
sacrifice is necessary.
you're getting a book for sure. Um. Yeah. I'm super excited. So Shane is amazing. Everything he touches is gold.
For
Uh,
sure.
I don't know what happens if he touches gold. Does it just get
Maybe it turns.
more gold? I don't know. Uh,
Can you get more gold? So wait, let's. I want to. You started something at the very beginning of this conversation where you said, "Now that I've done this, now that I've written, uh, you have collections of short stories, you have a novella, you're working on something else, like the launching port of launching of finishing one thing and then launching into the next thing. Does that make it easier now that you've done the previous?
I think it does because it's like it's like anything in life. Things seem impossible until you do them, and then they seem very possible.
For
So
sure.
it's like, now that I've written this, I'm like, okay, well, I know I could do it. I just have to, you know, trust the process. Um, and so like it's different because then the next book I'm writing, I want it to be a lot different than the one that I than Cherry Kills. Cherry Kills is awesome. But then this next one, I want it to have a completely different vibe and different prose and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
so there's some challenges there.
And how far into it are you?
I'm about 17,000 words into it, so,
Okay,
like coming along.
that's great.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna be. I was thinking it was gonna be a novella at first, but now I don't know. I feel like I'm speeding it up too much, so I might have to extend it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I, I'll be right back.
Uh, oh, don't! He's leaving me on here alone. I gotta.
Talk to the people.
People, how are you doing? Um, yeah. So, anyways, the book Fairy Kills, uh, gonna come out on Friday the 13th, February.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
But pre-orders start in 2 days. Is
That's
that
right.
right? 2 days.
Yep.
If you go to Tiny Worlds Publishing or tinyworlds.store, you can see all the details there. The Let's talk about the like sort of the two main pieces. Obviously, there's the physical book, which is awesome, and you should have one, and it fits in your back pocket. But we're gonna do a couple of special things that I haven't seen really anybody do along the way. We're gonna do signed editions.
Nobody's done it. I'm just kidding.
What? Yeah, nobody's ever done that. We're gonna do signed editions of the book. Mine here is not signed. I'm waiting for Sean to finish signing and send me a big box of books. But we're also going to do a deluxe kit. Let's talk about what's in the deluxe kit real quick. The deluxe kit is going to be a signed book. You'll also get the ebook a few days earlier. and it'll all come in a classic video rental case for Cleopatra. But not only that, you'll get some alternates, stickers, which are so much fun. I have them around my house. I just keep putting them in random places, and my kids are like, "What the hell is that?" Actually, they don't say hell. Well, one of them does. He says fuck, but just the 5-year-old. Anyway, we'll do stickers, cool hologram sticker to go with it. And then a few other in-world things that I'm going to keep secret for right now. But they're pretty darn cool. But you'll get the whole kit of everything. So you get the signed book, you'll get the ebook, uh, limited edition. We're only going to do 50 of these. So that's pretty special. And then some other in-world stuff that you can get, all from the Tiny World site. Pre-order start 2 days.
And I'll come to your house and cook you dinner.
He'll even bring the groceries.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, it's full service, man.
Okay.
This is what we got to do.
It's a new world.
2 days, 13-ish hours, something like that.
Tell us about Tiny Worlds. What's up with this? What is this thing?
Yeah. Tiny Worlds is something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I've had some really wonderful conversations with different folks about problems and potential solutions for self-published authors. Um, and I think the bottom line is I keep hearing about the same things over and over again. I hear about discoverability is really hard, the economics suck, and then like when you give your book away to any of these sort of big publishing houses or the sort of Amazon monsters of the world, you lose agency. And I think that authors should keep as much of that in their favor as possible. So from a discovery perspective, I think that most of the systems that are out there, Amazon is a good thing to whip at for a minute. Those systems, like Amazon, used to be built around books. I mean, that's sort of where they got their start, and now it's about commodity, right? It's basically the same reason why the book section in the supermarket has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller, and they're just maximizing for how many rolls of toilet paper they can sell. Um, and I think that there's an opportunity to do something different there. And by putting really great authors side by side, I keep thinking about it as a way of moving down the shelf instead of just flipping a page and being treated to some algorithmic version of what you might want to read next. So sort of Tiny World is built on that premise. I mean, we've sort of seen that discovery model work between us. That's how you and I met each other, where sort of friends tell each other and like-minded people start to group together. Um, we've done it through Substack, but I also think that there's opportunity to do that through a store that caters to really great authors, and can put them side by side. So it's curated in a way, but curated because the authors are really great and they're just good human beings. Truly. And talking to you and talking to some of the other authors that I'm going to bring on in the next weeks and months, they're just good humans, and I like that. I think the second part is really about economics. If we think about the way that Amazon or anybody else treats the author, and I don't, none of this is revolutionary here in terms of the economic side, but like when you buy something on Amazon, Amazon takes their cut off that top total sale. They take like 40 or 50% off the top, and they get, print books at a margin already. And so they sort of control the entire pipeline all the way through. So they're taking the lion's share of the cut. And then the print costs get taken out of your fee or out of your side of everything. And then what you end up with is you end up with this little sliver. And I think if we can do things better than that, then what we can do is we can sort of lower the threshold for some of the authors to make more money per book. And just in talking to like the folks at Lulu, the folks at some of the different publishing, like print on demand places, I think there's ways to do that. And then ebooks obviously have a much better margin. And so we can deliver those at a pretty reasonable cost, and then the lion's share of the money goes to the author. Tiny Worlds is really about like trying to create a flywheel to self-perpetuate itself and just like keep it going. It doesn't have to make the rent, but I mean, that would be great. But also, it should not be losing money on every book that gets sold. And so the idea is really just about changing the economics for the authors. And then about the third part is really about agency. It's like I'm not buying the books. I'm not buying the IP from the authors. Like they all own their own IP. You and I had lots and lots of conversations about this. I just think that there's an opportunity here for as a either an imprint or a back catalog publisher, there's an opportunity here for like all of the catalog of books that an author has to be sold in a place where you can sort of see everything together, because I think an author is really part of the bigger picture of the things that they've created. Um, and for the publisher not to like hold ownership over those things. Um, Obviously there might be notable exceptions where we want to co-create something together, and I'm totally up for that. But also like I don't need to own your IP.
Well, I think that was one of the so when I first, approached you, Jay, about Cherry, I I think the thing I said was, I'm not looking for a publisher necessarily. I'm not looking for, um I don't need some sort of big name publisher. I could publish something on my own. I could do it on my own if I really wanted to, right?
For sure.
But any of us can, and a lot of us do. I've done that. Other people here have done that, and it works to a certain extent. But when you do that, it does feel like uh, you're missing something. For me, when I approach you, bye. It was good seeing you, Gerald. I was seeing you in the
See
chat.
it.
Um, uh, yeah, for me, it was like I want a partnership. I want to work with somebody I trust. Like I
Yeah,
knew I trusted you. I knew I wanted to work with you. This seemed like a good opportunity. Yeah, and it's been awesome. It's been amazing. It's exceeded my expectations. This whole process. So to me, it's already a success because we've been working on this. Ideas are flowing. Things are happening. Something's in motion, right? Like
yeah,
that to me is like gold. Like,
yeah,
great. That's what, and really, uh, you know, obviously we all want to make money, but for me, it's more about like, what kind of future am I creating? Where is this going? What kind of things can we grow with this? What kind of community can we grow? What other books will come up because of this?
yeah,
What do we do with this? We have a lot of power, a lot more than people like to think that we have, as creators. There's
for
always a
sure.
lot of talk about, or I think less so on Substack, obviously. Like a lot of people here know, yeah, we have power to create and share and stuff. But I do still, even on Substack, see like people being very down, like, oh, I can't get readers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Totally get it. But I think there are opportunities if you work with other people, if you really try to like if you really try to work at the community aspect of it, I think that's when you if you already have some talent or some skills, and then you work with the community and come together, everybody kind of rises up, everybody eats, right? So
yes. The community part is actually what sold me on the idea as we came out of last year doing the Midnight Vault, and as we started talking to different people around and working with the group that got together for the Midnight Vault 2 for this year, the community aspect of what we've been doing is exactly what I want to do with Tiny Worlds. Because it doesn't have to be big, and it doesn't have to be a hack, and it doesn't have to like scale crazy. It needs to be like purposeful. And the community part of it shouldn't get lost in the process.
exactly, yeah, yeah. So I
So
mean,
That's my Tiny Worlds pitch.
There you go.
Come buy a book and support authors.
What? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I know.
You
I
didn't say I was gonna
know.
have to like put down any money. I'm not.
That's right. Sean's got to pay off his publishing debt.
So that's that is never getting paid off, man. That's all right though.
You're gonna
Like
have to talk to my wife.
you could you'll make a little bit of money off of this, man. But I sure as hell am not going to be making any money off of it, which is fine. Like I never you know sometimes when you're an independent author, you really gotta believe in the work and love what you're doing.
For
You know,
sure.
got to be the main the main thing. To what do for me, it's like I just want to improve. I want to get better. I want to put stuff out there. I want to have something to hold. You know,
Yeah.
um, and then whatever happens after that happens.
Well, and I appreciate just the love and care that you put into writing this book. I appreciate all of the details that Shane and Sally put in, and obviously, uh, can we just call him Billy? Do we have to say Butcher Billy?
I have to say Butcher Billy.
Oh, it's contractually obligated.
Yeah, I don't make
Excellent.
the rules.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Butcher Billy. Like all the love that went into creating this thing. I really hope that other people get to see that firsthand as well because it's really beautifully done. It's a really great book. And I want to see the world expand actually.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. I think there are opportunities to expand this. It's definitely one of those things where um it feels like it could be other things. I don't know about whole other books, but definitely some short stories and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
awesome. I think we hit all the big topics for today. Anything else that you want to say?
I just want to give a huge thank you to everybody in the community, everybody in this chat right now, anybody who's supported me along the way. I started on Substack with like some of you with zero readers, like none. Like I don't know about you,
Less
but
than none.
my family doesn't read me. Uh, so to me, it was like I really I had to when I started writing here, I was writing for myself, hoping one day maybe somebody would check it out and subscribe or whatever. And so it's been a long journey to get to this point. Um, and I just really appreciate every little kind word, every like, every lurker, even if you're not liking it and you're reading.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a complete love for the whole thing. Even if you've never read anything and you're here in the chat right now, I appreciate you. Like, thank you
for
for
sure. Thank you for coming.
but to me, it's like it's just James, come on.
Oh, James.
Um, yeah, big love, big love.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, pal. I really appreciate this. This has been great working with you, and this is just the start.
Yeah, I hope so. My account got deleted the next day. What
I
happened?
I don't know. I
What's
don't know what
gone?
happened.
I don't know. Okay. Uh, well, yeah. Thanks everybody for joining, and excited. Can't wait to have every single person in this chat buy a copy. But honestly, if you get I get the print copy. I mean,
Yes.
even if you don't read the print copy, get the print copy because it's like just too beautiful. It's like such a cute little and you look cool. You put it in your back pocket. I went to a bookstore the other day and I had it hanging out of my back pocket, and it just felt really cool. I was like, yeah, you don't even have this book on your shelf. Can't even get. Good luck.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, yeah. Thanks everybody. Thank you, Jay,
Yeah.
Butcher Billy, S.E. Reed, and everybody else.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Wait.
Bye. Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Before everybody goes, can you talk about any of the other authors that are coming on to Tiny World?
No.
Not yet. Oh, see, you got to leave with a little
Okay.
suspense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Lots of friendly faces, lots of friendly names. You're gonna love them. They're all amazing.
All right, folks, you heard it here.
All right.
Better follow through. All right.
Okay. Bye, guys.